Bam here from Flying Monkeys Wargaming, where if wargaming was easy, it would be your mom. And I'm giving you a quick little presentation for Flying Monkey Con 2021. If you have not, we are a major GT. And here's some tips and tricks. Might be your first tournament, might not be your first tournament. Just might be some things you want to think about when you're attending. So let's get into it here. So, of course, Flying Monkey Con 2021. This is a shameless plug, but go to flyingmonkeycon.com and get tickets and details there. We're already at major status, so if you want to attend a major GT and get those points, we'd love to see you there. So if not, this will apply to other tournaments as well. So 5 things you need for a tournament, but you might not know. So let's get to talking about it. So the first thing that I think is big is water, man. Bring a couple bottles of water with you for the day. You get dehydrated pretty easy. You know, using all that brain power, you're standing all day. You're in tense situations, not tense in a bad way, but using your brain and trying to make good decisions. And you go through water faster than you think. So throw 2 or 3 water bottles in your bag or on your tray and take them in with you, and it makes for a better day. And that'd be my first recommendation as far as 5 things you think you might not need. Especially if the venue doesn't sell water, doesn't have water bottles available. And I have been to events where they have ran out of water and had to run and get some. And when that's the time that you're needing the water, is not the time for them to be out. So the next thing that I want to talk about is aspirin or ibuprofen. So as I get older, as I age, as the body groans and moans and aches, and sometimes you're leaning over the small table all day because you couldn't get to the big boy tables that are elevated. Your back hurts, your head hurts, you know, you get tired, you might have a little bit of combination of being dehydrated plus being on your feet all day on a concrete floor in a gymnasium or whatever, and your body aches, and you will wish that you had some aspirin or ibuprofen on you. So that would be number 2 on the list as far as things you should take to a tournament that you might not have known. And a spare battery and charger. So basically, this is really important now because a lot of the stuff you use on your phone, I use the Games Workshop app all the time to look up rules, look up stratagems, look up model stat lines, and I am constantly on my phone during a game because I'm trying to figure out what's going on sometimes, or I'm verifying my own rules because I seem to be the worst about remembering stuff as far as my own army some damn times, and I don't want to tell my opponent the wrong thing. So I get on my phone. This wears your battery out, you know, and sometimes having a spare battery with you to plug into your phone, or having a phone charger so you can go over on your lunch break or your break and plug it in and get it back up to snuff. It can get you through the rest of the day. So having a spare battery and charger is a good thing. Throw it in your stuff, you know, throw it in your take along, go with you. And so the next thing that you guys should take that you might not think about is a spare tape measure. So speaking of which, I was at War for the Wooden Spoon GT a couple weeks ago, and at that GT, the metal tip that is I guess pressed onto the end of my tape measure went away, and my tape measure retracted itself up into itself in the middle of a game, and I had to basically yell about needing a tape measure if someone had one because there wasn't any available at the store right then. And someone behind me luckily had brought a spare tape measure just for that thing. And then after that, I was like, man, that's going on my permanent list of things I need to take to the tournament that I might not have known about. So that's kind of what inspired this video. And it's a good thing. Just, you know, get you a little small $2 one or $1 one at the Dollar Tree or the Dollar General, and throw it on your in your dice bag or something like that. So you have an extra one. You don't need the big fancy Games Workshop one. You can maybe play with that. If it breaks, then go to your backup. So a spare tape measure is a great thing. And last but certainly not least is glue. It's glue, super glue, plastic glue, whatever glue. However you have your model adhered together in mass, super glue is a good way to get it back Johnny on the spot. You know, we've had stuff that's broken off of its base during the tournament, fell apart during a tournament, something gets dropped, and the model does not lend itself to be conducive for gameplay. You know, a little drop of super glue can get you back into business until you can get home and fix it up proper. So having a little tube of super glue in there does a lot for you. So there we go, guys. There are the 5 things that I think you should be aware of prepare for, have at a tournament that you might not know about. So let's review it real quick. We got super glue, we got spare tape measure, got spare battery and charger, aspirin or ibuprofen or whatever to relieve the pain of being old or your back hurting, and water. So we hope to see you out at Flying Monkey Con. If not, we hope this list helps you at other tournaments, and we appreciate you tuning in and watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever. See you on the game tables.